Episode 122. So Jacob informs Kat he was able to get a warrant and he has some information he thinks she wants to know. So at this point, he might as well just make her his partner, because I can't tell that Detective Malone is his partner. We don't ever see Detective Malone with him, so yeah. Next, crazy ass single black female proposes to Chelsea, and I've never seen someone propose and they're already in their wedding day clothes. Allison has a wedding dress on. And I'm like, how are you proposing? You prepared to get married. So what the hell? Next, Cray Cray meets Vanessa at the country club to get the keys to her new home. And Vanessa tells her she won't be getting any keys today. And Cray Cray, she should have known that they will not make it easy for her. I mean, come on now, Cray Cray. She should know Vanessa is Nicole's best friend. She ain't gonna make it easy for you. And especially since she's trying to move across the street from her Nicole's parents. Like, come on. Next, Jacob tells Kat that he tracked Allison's purchases and they were sent to another address. So Kat begs him to go along with him and the police to the new address. And again, like I said, she might as well be his partner. Next, Nicole gets served papers from Ted trying to delay the divorce by asking for an inventory of marital assets. So Nicole says, and Bill is representing him, and Bill is sitting there in the Dupree living room and everybody looking at him, and he's like, who, me? And he's like, damn, these papers came at the wrong time. Next, Vanessa tells Cray Cray the sellers of the home across the street from the Duprees will be staying in their home for at least 90 days until they find a new residence. So Cray Cray tells her it's imperative that she lives in Fairmount Crest. And Cray Cray, they don't give a damn. It's imperative that they keep your ass out. Next, Allison confesses to Chelsea that she's not married and that Craig was an escort she hired because she felt that if she represented herself as a married woman, that Chelsea would feel more comfortable with the throuple situation. So Allison tells her they're going to be getting married soon. Next, the Duprees go off on Bill for getting involved with representing Ted in the divorce. And I don't see what the problem is. Bill is a lawyer. Like he told them, he's just doing his job. And the way that Nicole talked to him after helping Martin, he don't owe her no loyalty. Bill sat there and he put his job on the line trying to help her son. And then she comes disrespecting him, Nicole, talking about she's the fixer now. Sit down somewhere and be quiet. Next, Andre tells Ted that he and Danny were working on starting something real before Chelsea was kidnapped. And he hopes that they can resume working on them when Chelsea is found. Nah, dude. You thought that you was going to get with little Nursey and just dog Danny and use her for sex. But Nursey dished your butt. And so now you like a dog with your tail between your legs looking crazy because you got played. Next, Allison tells Chelsea she can marry them herself. She's ordained to marry. I wouldn't trust that at all. Anybody can be ordained. You just go pay some money online. So Chelsea says that she's not marrying her, and Allison grabs her knife, and Chelsea is forced to accept single black female's proposal. And I'm sorry. Chelsea said, oh, but she is tied up. Because I was about to say, she said that Bill taught her self-defense. And the way that Allison holds that knife. She's barely holding it. It's all lopsided, looking like you could knock that damn knife out her hand. But Chelsea don't have both her hands, so I'll give her that. Next, Kat took a key from the place Jacob and the police checked out, where Allison was having packages sent to, and Jacob tells Kat they better go check out the place where the key belongs. Again, Scooby-Doo and what is it, like Fred and I guess who would Kat be? She would be Daphne, and he's Fred. And they gotta go find Velma and the crew. I mean, like, what the hell? These two, this is crazy. I don't understand how somebody who's not a police officer or a detective is able to go around with a detective and act as if she's part of the force. Like, what the hell? They might as well make her an honorary member. Next, Allison puts makeup on Chelsea and places her veil on her head. So I guess Chelsea doesn't get a dress. And what kind of whack crap is that? Allison, she got her little dress on with her veil, and Chelsea got to wear these. How long she been locked up there? 3 days? And she got to wear her old clothes that she been laying in, sleeping in. And old girl gets a fresh white dress. Like, oh, hell nah. I'm like, nope. I ain't marrying you until you give me a dress. I want a damn dress. I want to be able to take a shower. But then she's going to bring that little raggedy knife again, trying to force somebody to do something. But I'll be like, B, please. Like I said, I need a shower and I need a dress. Next, Vanessa comes by the Duprees to tell them that she was able to encourage the sellers of the home across the street to stay in their home for a couple of months. So Cray Cray won't be moving in anytime soon. And Danny tells Bill he can make it up to Nicole by finding a way to keep Cray Cray out of Fairmount Crest. So Vernon tells him he strongly encourages him to do what Danny says. So basically Vernon's saying, you gonna do what Danny says. And see, that's the point right there. I don't blame Bill for saying that he wants respect, because they be treating him like a little lapdog. Like, do what we say, go fetch the bone, you better do it. Like, no, he ain't got to do it. And who cares if you strongly encourages it? Whatever. Next, Allison is reading her wedding vows to Chelsea. And this chick, she really got a page of wedding vows. I tell you, this chick is out of her mind. Next, Eva asks Ted for help with keeping Leslie out of Fairmount Crest. And Ted's looking at her like, what the hell you want me to do? And if you can't keep her out, I don't know how I'm going to be able to keep her out. And that is true. Next, Bill goes by Cray Cray's apartment and warns her to stay away from the Duprees and Fairmount Crest. And if she doesn't take heed to the warning, he will be forced to make sure she doesn't enter the gates. And the fixer loves threats, but if he learned anything, which is apparently he hasn't, Cray Cray don't listen. I mean, like, come on, dude, you tried this before. He told her she better get an abortion. She better leave town. She left town, but she didn't get the abortion. So, yeah, those threats are so empty. You're going to have to find another way. You're going to have to send Joey after her. Next, Jacob and Kat reads the diary that Allison had in her storage. And they realize that Allison has been stalking Chelsea for a long time. And that makes her even more dangerous because she's been planning for a long time. And crazy people, if it doesn't go the way that they want things to go, they are liable to just snap. Next, Chelsea says her vows and crazy single black female is standing there crying like Chelsea really meant it. That shows how crazy this chick is. And that ends the episode.